Remember when indie developers meant this? Not this. Anyway, I'm here to talk about my friend Koo. No, not your friend Koo, my friend Koo. From ST Entertainment, a Korean company. My Friend Koo was released in 1997 for the PC and tells a story about a young boy who dreams about meeting Santa, pretends to be asleep so he can kidnap Santa and take all his presents. The game is an action platformer and kinda hard. Some parts are a bit cryptic and it's not always linear like most platformers, but does it still hold up? The story begins in a Christmas night. The boy name is Sukuyan, or Sukuyan, depending on how you pronounce it, and he wants to meet Santa. He pretends to be asleep, waiting for him, when the wind blows and the book opens, making Koo appear. They both introduce each other. Koo talks about the fairyland. Sukuyan, being the little shit that he is, asks him to go to the fairyland. He says that he can't and that Santa is being held in prison by Ganon or something.
I shall keep your prison!
Oh wait, it's because of AIDS, and I'm not making this up. The game was made in 97 in Korea and sometimes leaves the translations a bit to be desired. For example here, it reads Chorus, hates bravery and adventure. Shilpan buries all lies and brings back truths. But AIDS is written in all caps, so that's probably what they meant. So the Koo decides to morph with Sukuyan and pass the STDs to a young kid without his consent. And they both embark in an epic journey to the fairyland. So our game begins here, in a pirate ship, and if you don't recognize this from somewhere, let me lighten you a bit. It's the Peter Pan world. All the game maps are based on kids' story like this, from Peter Pan to Pinocchio. The graphics are just pure eye candy. Even for 480p resolution they look amazing. And if I might be bold for saying this, it's a 1997 game, but it can achieve a lot better looking art style than most pixel indie games you'll see being released from Greenlight Street. We proceed up ladders and stairs, fight some enemies, figure out how you can actually do anything. Your actions are space for using an object or just talk, shift for using an inventory item, depending on what you assign, punch, kick or jump. Using a combination of up and punch makes Koo throw a Kamehameha-like ability. And the biggest trick of them all is knowing how you can access the inventory or magic screen. I remember being a kid and being stuck forever in certain places, until I figure out you can use the F10 key to bring a new menu. Great idea guys, to place a totally random letter as the menu key. Oh, let's not forget, you can also press Ctrl to do this. Yeah, this. I have played the game so many times and I still don't know what it does. It looks good though. We arrive at this town. We talk to people, but rarely talking to NPCs. This game does anything other than getting some text. We met Wendy, and good luck figuring out how you can save her. After you save her, she tells you that she will help you, but you never see her again in this level. We go forward, solve puzzles, fall down a hole, meet an old man, he gives you a bag, you move forward, meet Peter Pan. Oh wait, it's not Peter Pan, it's Parry Pan, the distant cousin of Peter Pan. You know, the one who is a lawyer and is afraid of Disney suing his ass. We kick the living crap of Parry Pan. Then we get his loot. And everyone is happy. End of the first level. And now we are on level 2, the Sleeping Beauty story. It's the same as the previous one, but with other puzzles and different layout, what do you expect from a platformer game? On the top left corner you can see your health. It's 4 stars for each finger that Koo has up. It may look like a lot, but after the level 1 it starts to get pretty serious. Level 3 is our favorite level, the water level. It's slow, it has less puzzles, it's just basically roaming around, and you have to fight the Sea
Devil.
Yeah, the Sea
Devil.
Just look at Koo face. Oh no, the Sea
Devil.
And here I am on the Sea Devil boss. And since it's one of the hardest bosses, I had to use a lot of potions. And using potions requires you to press the shift key. and since I was pressing the shift key several times, Windows decided to activate the sticky keys. It minimized my game and I had to disable the sticky keys, but when I entered the game...
Always scan this section.
Windows decided to activate the Windows narrator.
Start magnifier. Start narrator. Start on screen keyboard. Set up high contrast. Start magnifier. Start narrator.
Come on guys, can you fucking stop it?
No! I don't want that. That was terrible. I'm never coming back here.
Thank you. You defeat the sea.
Devil.
The fourth story, it's the Wizard of Oz. But this level will kick your ass. It's the most cryptic one, and I've spent hours and hours here. Even this last playthrough I had difficulty remembering what I needed to do. The fifth level, it's the Pinocchio story. The usual. More puzzles, more things to solve. We find this place, and there's a fat fairy inside. And when you talk to her, she says, "I'm worried that Pinocchio's being such a troublemaker lately. He needs to change." And she says nothing else. You may try several times. "No, you fat fairy, it's you who need to change. How can you even fly?" And now we are on the last level. And it's the Jack and the Magic Bean story. But without Jack, and only with the Magic Bean. It may not be the hardest level, but the boss will kick your ass. It requires some coordination and knowing what you need to do. You can't just slack around or cheese your way out. And if you do all these, you'll beat him up. It's not the hardest thing ever, it's not Dark Souls, it's a kid's game. But they should save the hardest for last. And that's it. We have defeated the game. And here you are, it's Christmas time. We have gotten all the symbols of youth. It's time to save Christmas. No, not again. Not one of those. It's all over. It's all over.
I'm just joking.
Joking aside, ain't that one of the best endings for a kid's game? Anyway, how does this game hold up for today? Well, as a platformer and a game in general, it's pretty much fun. It's what we'll get from a indie game or a simple Rayman game from the time. But there are flaws that won't survive today. The game would be much better if it didn't have the scrolling on the maps. That and the inventory and magic key being the F10 key. Those are the two main flaws, but the game holds up pretty much by itself. It's something you never see today. Something about fantasy. It's something we may never see again. Maybe because it's the power of youth. And youth is long gone. And all you have is the now and the future.